G'day and welcome back to the channel. I've got a game here that I have been interested to show you. I've been trying a few different things out on the rank ladder. Some of them heading towards YouTube, some of them on stream, some of them off stream. This is one game that I played off stream and I wanted to bring it to your attention. And yeah, I'm very intrigued to see what this kind of strategy looks like. This kind of, I don't believe it's great, but let's see. It's the kind of thing that's sort of working for me at the moment, and we're going to get into what that is. At the moment, we have got ELO just in the 1500s, opponents just above. We're in Kilimanjaro, and Kilimanjaro is a nice map. You get your elephants, you get chickens, you also get deer. So you've got a lot to push. And one of the things about this map is the wood lines are pretty thin. So you do have to get the acacia trees, 150 wood, but it is a little bit sparse in terms of your wood lines and where you're going to go, and the map is quite open. And that is what leads me to the strategy we're going to be playing today. It's something that only really is a thing because of the civ I've got as well. We've randomed into Jurchens here against the Chinese. Opponents struggling a little bit with trying to get their keep their TC running. Maybe they should have just taken the goose. 7 on food is a good amount, but of course you do need to drop off. So at the moment, we actually have more builds. So this player here has kind of butchered their Chinese start a little bit, but all is good. And yeah, for now, and I've kind of butchered mine as well. It's been a little bit awkward. I went to get loom. I think I'd accidentally clicked loom, and then I didn't have the food or something. Look, it's not perfect. It's not always going to be perfect. But for now, we're pushing everything. And of course, Jurchens are nice. Jurchens get a few good little bonuses here. So one of them being the hunt and livestock animals. They don't decay, which is quite good. Of course, that means that we get a little bit of extra food under our TC. No shenanigans here with a fast castle or anything like that. It will be a fast feudal. In fact, there's going to be a lot of feudal action here from our end. And one of the other good bonuses that we get is the mounted units attacking faster starting in the feudal age, which we're going to see used as well. It says 0 seconds idle TC, but that's not true because I started queuing loom and then unqueued it, so it's not 100% true. We won't be up at a perfect time. Bringing in elephant number 2 now, which we won't have too many issues with, and there we go. Final deer coming in. So, trying to think about this map. Probably want to try and wall if you can from my experience, but it is a hard one to wall. You can get weirdness with the wood lines and it being open. So if we have a look here, once this tree ends, there will be a path through the middle of my wood line, which is not something you would expect to see on an Arabia or equivalent, but it's something that we're going to get here on this map. We're going to look to go up. I think I go up after this Ville plus loom. Nope, we don't, because I forget. I was going to go up at this point, and then I realized I forgot a mill. So absolutely brilliant start from my end. Just as good or as bad as my opponent. Not the flashiest of Dark Ages, and that's why we are the ELOs that we are. Opponent's coming forward with his scout, but we're on the way up, and we're on the way up first. The opponent won't be too far behind. It should be largely okay, and I want to get some walls across the side. We've got 8 on wood here. We're going to go for scouts, and we're going to go for a lot of scouts. I tried to be a bit sneaky here. I thought I could wall this in, but I couldn't, because I couldn't place a tile here. I probably shouldn't have attacked him. He may have forgotten, but because I couldn't place a tile there anyway, it didn't matter. Barracks coming down now. And a house, because I'm going to need that. And we're going to hit feudal age at very, very similar times. Opponents getting their barracks, they're getting their houses, they're nice and open. I'm out scouting. I don't know exactly where he is. I probably should have seen the mill. The berry, sorry. And all is ticking over just fine so far. Opponents milling the berries. I'm not a big fan of that, to be honest. There's only 6 of them. You shouldn't really mill the 6. I think it's something that is quite handy if you have a mule cart or a settlement sieve. Otherwise, kind of just long distance them if you can. But you've also got... Let's have a look. Try to wall him in again and fail. He comes back again. I trade with the scout. I'm happy to. I'll get a spearman. And... yeah, we're going to make scouts. We're going to open with the stable. We're going to make scouts. But yeah, because you get deer, you get 2 boars, you've got berries that you can go to. I'm not big on prioritizing the chickens here unless you're trying for a fast castle or something, then you can. We fight here. I'm happy to take it. I know it's uphill, but my scout now attacks faster. So, horse collar and double bit axe. Those are important. Because what you're about to see is never-ending scouts. Never-ending scouts. And we're just going to go, and we're going to make more. And if our opponent makes spearmen, our plan is to make more scouts and completely overwhelm. The hope being that because it's a map which is a bit more open, and to expand, you need to go... to expand your wood lines, you need to go out. It's a bit hard at home just to get your walls up. Maybe we can just brute force our way through. Can we? Well, we're about to find out. You'll see there's a couple of videos up already from Vulpine Games where I've had a little bit of luck. Which is even harder to wall than this map. This map actually does have farming space around your TC. It does have no rocky terrain that'll block you from placing your walls. But, yeah, let's see how this plays out from here. We're both producing scouts at the moment. And my hope is that I can just make more. And if he's going to make scouts, I'm just going to make more scouts. I'm currently open here, which is a massive oversight. Very bad for me, this one, to just completely leave this open and 3 scouts just run in. I think they're going to get some good value here. And then it's open here as well, which is even worse. So that'll be a house. That'll be a ville down. That may even be a second ville down. Which is really not fun. So, not ideal there. I lose a villager. I've got less idle time, but he's also... yeah, so he's got more idle time. He's killed a ville. I've now patched that hole up, which is nice. And we can now go back to making scouts. And then, there, sure enough, the hole I mentioned earlier now exists again there. I should really look to get that back. Again, we got some scouts running around. Again, the beauty of what I want to do is it only works with some civs. They get some good bonuses. They get all the upgrades. I think you definitely want a Bloodline civ if this wants to load, which the Chinese are themselves, but I like it. The Jurchens have obviously got a decent bonus with the faster attacking. And you can also do similar with maybe some other civs that maybe get good farming bonuses, like Khmer and Slavs. That's what the Vulpine Games are on. Civs that get good farming bonuses. And then there's probably a few others where it works as well. Katan's maybe no bloodlines, but you do get the extra +1, which I don't mind. But my hope is that I can just make more scouts. That's it. Farms come down. We've got 15 farms. We're just going to keep going. I do need to get bloodlines at some point. I do need to get my upgrades. We're going for a blacksmith now. We're going to keep producing out of that one stable. And we're hoping that we just win fights and we force him to make more spears. And if we can force the spears, then we force the fence. We force a bit of fun. Like, the walls aren't up yet here. Eventually, we're going to be able to take the spearmen. Again, I'm not sure whether this is anything that should work or is good because of the map, because of the civ, but it's something that I have been enjoying recently. Just going all out aggression. And we're gonna get a little bit crazy soon when it comes to the production. Because we're not stopping. There are no plans to stop. I'm gonna tap on whatever I can, and I'm gonna keep knocking on the door, force these walls up. You can go piping if you can get to Castle Age. That's fine, but I'm just going to keep on going. Second stable's up now. We're producing out of 2 stables. We're getting forging. We've got armor. We're going to gold for a little bit to get bloodlines pretty soon. And do I have wheelbarrow yet? No wheelbarrow yet. Probably need to think about that. We're at 16 farms. We're able to produce. We're also long distancing some of these guys, which I kind of forgot that with Jerchins, because there's no decay, that they're each leading 5, so he's walking back to 5, which is a bit annoying. But we're getting there, and now we're back, and now we're going to try and tap on the walls a little bit heavier. So Bloodlines is coming in, Forging is in now, and we're just going to try and just whack away. The scouts will come out, the vills are coming out, keeping the TC running. And we're just going to say, you know what, you can only keep us out for so long. And the barracks is what I want to attack, because that's the counter unit, right? Unfortunately, some of these guys aren't attacking. We're just going to keep on whacking away. Just going to keep on whacking away. And force repairs, force wood investment. Watch him make mass spearmen. We're getting the spearmen now. Getting my own balls up so there's no real counter attack. And look at that, 5 ills repairing now. See if I can do Stanies also works for this, of course, because you have the +2 against buildings, which is important here too. So I don't mind a Hindustani fight for something like this. And he tries to get in, and how about that? 2 scouts try to get in, but I finished the wall, so I'm also fully walled now. Except when I overchop. So, we're largely okay at home. And we're just going to keep trying to force ourselves through this gap, and now, here we are. We've got 16 scouts forward. Yes, he's got spears. Now I'm just going to try and patrol stack my way into this mess, and hopefully I can get the value that I want to get. And if I can, we will clean these guys up, and we'll have no real issue. I think I'm actually trading not too badly because of how good my scouts are with them attacking fast. You can see the spears melt. The spears absolutely melt. And I can still just have scouts running around the base now. Or he may trap me. Also possible. So, we're fighting away. Probably kind of left these guys a little bit. Eventually realized, oh, there's still more spears here. Let's back up a moment. And he's going to be able to click up, and we're going to have a bit of a test on our hands here. And we're back again. I think I left them on aggressive, let them fight, let them do what they need to. Woodbarrow now, if we go back home, we're having a look at a bit of idle time during that fight, but the farms are absolutely pumping. We're getting a 3rd stable now, not stopping. That's the point. The point is we are not stopping. We're going to keep going. 32 farms. And we're going to keep producing scouts. We're going to be a menace. We'll take down whatever we can that is annoying, that forces repairs, that forces more investment. You can see now he's going to need to invest in a market pretty soon as well. He's got to invest in getting these repairs out and all the rest. Like he's trying to get these traps in or something along the lines. I've just got scouts running around attacking whatever I can. It would be so annoying. It would be very, very annoying to hear the attack sounds going off all the time. So he will be on the way up, and I'm just going to make more scouts. I'm not done. I'm going to make more scouts. Even going to pick up Town Watch here just in case there's some something worth looking to, in case it tries to go forward potentially, but again, just going to keep knocking on the door and just say, look, eventually Eventually I'm going to get in. That's the plan. Eventually I'm going to get in. And once the walls break, there will be 20, 30 scouts just running around the base, and he has to idle absolutely everything. And I'm just going to keep on attacking. We are not stopping. We've got our 3 stables producing. We're going to add more houses because we're producing so much at the moment. And now here we are. We've kind of broken this, but there's pikemen here now, which is not great. Pikemen are going to absolutely eat my scouts, and there's a decent number of them too. These guys have got, what have they got there? Plus 22 against Cav, so our guys are in a little bit of trouble here and try to get some quick walls down. I realise I'm just going to try and trade what I can, kill some vills, run around, idle things. He's not producing vills at the moment. He's producing pikemen. Remember, back at home, my eco is rolling really, really well. And then eventually here I go. Oh, hang on a moment. Okay, we're going to lose these. Let's back up. Let's back up for the moment. Let's get a bigger mass. And he can try and run forward, but if he is met with 30, 40 scouts, even then, I still believe he's going to struggle. He's got a lot of gold, and maybe this is where something like this has got its limitations, but for now, a bit of panic, needs the market to balance the eco, maybe try and wall it up. I'd probably consider stone walls here if I was playing against this kind of thing. I'd be saying, well, the way in, or the way not to be, not to allow the opponent in is to stonewall the base fully. You can't allow houses. Houses can't be part of the walls. It has to be stone walls. Even against the pikemen here, I'm just going, you know what, we can still take this. Look at how many scouts we've got. And now we're on the way up. I've gone, okay, let's take this. Let's do it. Let's go up now. Because the next part of this investment, of course, is that when we're in the next age, we don't have to go with the scout cav still. We can transition into our step lancers with the Jurchins, which is what makes this really nice. And of course, the step lancers do quite well against the pikemen because they will land that first hit. And he's not going to be able to transition into archers really quickly here because where's the wood? It's taking wood outside the base now. So now immediately thinking, okay, we can actually get something out of this. And sure enough, so he's coming forward for a siege workshop. He's got a lot of pikemen here. He's got one knight. We're going to try and take the vills here. But at the same time, look what we've got. We've got 19 scouts. His base is open. And we can just raid away. Because again, where are the wood lines? Let's try to add a second TC. Mainly for protection, I assume. Look at the vill difference. We've got 12 extra vills at the moment. We're harassing at his home. Sure, now I've got to deal with a workshop and pikes on my face, and we're probably going to see, or I can tell you now, it's going to be a ram that comes out. But with what eco? With what eco? That's the question I have now. Now, ideally, you're up in the next stage. Armor would be the first thing I'll want. I think light cav is also a good thing to get, and he can tap away. That's fine. I've got my scouts staying inside the stables for now. We've got 5 stables out, so we are not in too much of a rush as long as we're able to produce. And again, we're still just running around at home. Look at how he's got 32 vills. He's just got all of a sudden he's just got 32 vills. He's got 32 vills. We've got 58, and he's got this push, and suddenly all he's got is this push. The ram was left unprotected. We take that down. We can get ourselves husbandry, which is nice. He's got some vills here. He's got more coming around, and we want to start our step lancer production, so I need to get over to gold. But sure enough, something like this looks to have completely rattled my opponent. 32 villagers, and at home, I got 60. 60 with my upgrades. Like, wheelbarrow's in for me, it's not for him. Look at the farmers. 42 farms. Like, we are absolutely fine. He's bringing another ram around now, but we're going to try and, again, get the step lancers. We've got to be patient because we are up against pikemen. So we have to be very patient with how we go about this. But eventually, we're going to find a way to take an engagement. If I can get the Step Lancer count up, as long as the engagements are on my terms, I don't mind about trading army for army, because I know that the damage I've done so much damage back at home that back at his home, that I can do things like trade this stuff and it will be okay as long as my guys attack. As long as my guys attack, it will be okay, because I've got the eco. I've got the production buildings, and I kind of lose a fight here, but I'm going after the next ram now. Going after the next ram. Can I take it down? That would be nice, and I do just... But he's going to keep producing up the ram. He's got 35 builds. I'm still producing villages. We're still going. 45 farms. We've got 2 lots of gold at home inside our walls. We're absolutely safe. And now, where are his pikes? They're not really there. I'm even just going, you know what, we can just be patient. He can take down this stable now, which he's going to. Fine by me. Until he actually walks in. We'll wait, we'll be patient. And then we will clean him up. He's got 36 bills. He's not been able to produce. My TC has been running. As long as I can take the rams, take some good fights, and sure enough, that gets cleaned up. And we can now go take out the workshop, and there's another ram that kind of spat out there. That's fine. We're getting out of market, balance of eco, so I can sell some of the excess food, because I want to be making more Step Lancers now. Step Lancers are a great unit here. He's going to be on Pikeman, but sure enough, I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really, really good. We've got plus 30 vills. We haven't got our eco upgrades in Castle Age yet, but it's absolutely fine. We haven't even got all our Castle Age attack and military upgrades yet, so very patient on my end. Had to defend, but we're producing. We're full on producing. I can see the scout numbers now. I'm trying to avoid this lion, so I run around. But check out what we've got. Oh, there's actually a hole there. I didn't realize. I thought that was a space for a house when I rebuilt that, but we're all good. We've still got 4 stables, and sure enough, I'm going to be able to run forward here. And when I do, I'm going to have a lot of success. 1 TC. Still haven't changed away from that. 1 TC. We've got 36 farms working now. We've kind of tried to balance things out a little bit. Farms ran out. Had to go to wood. With the walls, with the walls and the aggression, that's probably the thing that's been nice, right? The walls are fine, but the walls can get broken really easily, and we're about to see it now. Yeah, he's got no chance of fighting this. These pikemen are just going to get absolutely slaughtered by Step Lancers, by Church and Step Lancers as well. I think even here, I just go, you know what? Let's just take the TC, stuff it. He's down to 46 vills. I was like, I believe I can take this town center. There's 8 vills in there. Who cares? Who cares right now? Check the vill count out. Check the Step Lancer count out. We're fine. Absolutely fine. He's got to run. He's going to try and finally decides to stonewall behind this. But he's dropped 2 other town centers, so where's the stone? There is no stone all of a sudden. He's going to have to buy it. And it's not going to work as far as I'm concerned. As long as my Step Lancers attack, things will be alright. Look how quickly things go down. Look how quickly I can just come in. These units are so annoying in early Castle Age. And I feel like they've been overshadowed by some of the other unique units that maybe have recently come into the game. But these are some good units, and especially the Jurchin ones with the faster attack speed. And now I've even got time to add all my eco upgrades at home. We're in. We got a bit of a path to try and get in. Nope, we're not in. We are in. Yep, there's another hole there. Sure enough, there is another hole there. We're going to break the barracks. We're going to break everything. And we're just going to find our way in. And then I realize, oh, hang on a moment. Let's just back up for the moment. Let's just back up for a minute. And make sure we take out the buildings. Patience is fine. I can see the score. The score looks good. His eco is idle. 81 vills. TC's running. Like, we're 1 TC here. Whole time we're 1 TC. Like, you wouldn't think, oh, it's early castle age. Well, we are 43 minutes in. It's just the really, really long feudal, the full-on aggression. Just saying, if we make army, it's going to work out. And he is completely screwed. I've dropped an outpost out here. I can see what's going on. I can see that he's got another TC there. I can now turn my attention. I know he's nowhere else. I've got full vision. My one build is running around. He is nowhere else. He is here. Try to get some quick walls in here. And get some issues with the clicks. But I think we eventually get there. We sure do. They didn't want to get one more outpost in, and check out how much of a problem he's got. 50 step lancers. I've finally forgotten to make some vills. And suddenly gone, hang on a moment. Let's figure it out. Let's go where we need to go. I could definitely have taken this town center if I wanted to with this many units. And we are just completely overrunning with this much army on the field. We've got our upgrades now. Husbandry came in as well, so we're speedy. We've got attack, we've got armor, we've got a civ bonus, we've got farms, we've got gold miners. We don't have a second TC. We're just brute forcing our way through. These aggressive brute force maps are becoming enjoyable for me. I think I've just run over here. I think I'll just take this out. Sure enough, we're just going to stuff it. What are you going to do? I have 49 step lancers here, and then these guys can just run like crazy and kill absolutely everything in sight, and he's just going to have nothing left. Absolutely nothing left. And we get the win. We made 104 light cav, but we still made 92 step lancers. Very fun. The aggression is so much fun. He's forced into 92 pikemen. Of course, crossbow is fine if you can keep the walls up. So probably a stone, like if you expect it, like stone walls, archers, but one mistake and the archers can get completely overrun. It's definitely something that can, maybe a toned down version of the scouts, maybe 2 scouts and then try to get your way out, 2 stables, then get your way up to the next stage. But I'm all in favor of just sending it. Absolutely sending it. You get the feudal age, you send it. You get the castle age. Like, look, my castle age time is amazing. My castle age eco is amazing. 31-minute castle age time. Obviously, that's not great, but at that point, we have got, I think it was 50 vills or something. 56 vills once we're up. With wheelbarrow, with our upgrades, like the eco is flying. And if things go well, you're in a position where you're able to kill some vills as well. And their eco is just a shambles. Absolute shambles. So yeah. That's the stuff I've kind of been enjoying on the ladder when the right maps come along. These aggressive open maps. So Kilimanjaro is one. This is the first time I traded on this map. Thought it can work. First time I got the civ for it to work on a map. Where you can go for those aggressive scouts. Yeah, Vulpine's another one. Not something that can really work on Arabia, where the wood lines are thicker, the walls are easier to get up, and you've got like a lot of safe res inside your base. I think if I have a look here, the stone, like I got lucky with the backstone here, but realistically, adding stone and adding towers is not really something you can do on this map, because you're probably not walling in your your stone, but Arabia, you most of the time would wall in your stone, or have your stone within your walls. So yeah, that's the fun I've been having. Thought I'd bring it to you. If you do like the content, do give it a like, and of course, do feel free to head over to Twitch, where I try to stream 2 to 3 times a week. And yeah, hopefully you're enjoying the uploads that are coming. Some of the good highlights, some of the wins. I'll try to upload some of the losses as well. Obviously, I lose half my games, but the wins are obviously more enjoyable. They're the ones I'm more proud of, and a lot of casting coming along as well. So the Down Under the Lights coming along. Hopefully, you're enjoying the logos and the thumbnails, which is quite nice. I can thank Rapunzel for those. And yeah, it's all been ticking along quite well. So hope you enjoyed that one. Until next time, see you later.